And Britton in motion, and they give it to O.J. Easter. No, Laster going to keep it on a rollout, turns it upside, gets over the 35, flag going to be down, maybe a face mask, and he shoots over the 35 out over the 36 to the near the 37-yard line, but hang on to your britches. No, it's going to be holding on Lebanon.
They've got...
And if it was, that was behind the run.
That certainly was. The call is going against Stephen Pickett. They're calling the wingback on the hold. So that's the second time they've hooked Pickett tonight on a holding call, and they got Coggins earlier in the night. Our wingbacks holding on the wide plays, and that's going to back it up. That is not good.
Well, that'll put the ball back to the 20-yard line, and it will bring up a second down and 20.5 yards to go. Lebanon overloads the left side with two wideouts. That is Coggins and Lannon. Man in motion is Britton. And they give it to Britton coming to the near side. Good block in the back, and that's going to cost Lebanon again.
Coggins hit him square in the back, John. He's out there in the slot, and as he turns, the defender has his back to him, and he nailed him right in the back.
Well, that's going to be a half the distance, but Jerry Pigg says decline that sucker and take the down, and that's what they're going to do.
So instead of 3rd and 3/4 of a mile, it's
3rd and a half mile.
Yeah, 2nd and 3/4. It's 3rd and a half a mile. So still a long way to go.
Actually, it's 3rd and 19. Timeout somebody. Let's see who they're charging that to. Anyway, Lebanon trailing 26-21, 8:48 to play. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Loosening up that arm.
Tommy Bryan back with you. Lebanon trails Hunters Lane 26-21, 8:48 to go in the game. John, did you see, was that Lebanon that took the timeout?
That's right, Tommy. And the freshman Lanning is coming to the ball game, so he's not at quarterback, so that means he's probably going to be at a receiver, which probably means you know what's coming.
Well, it could be a trick play here for the Blue Devils. Lanning has worked on a trick play, working out of the halfback position. 3rd down and long.
3rd and long. Let's see what they do. They've got Chad Lanning in there now. He's the backup quarterback, and they're going to give it to him, and he's going to throw 5 long. Got a man there, but it's incomplete. Lebanon thought there was interference, but it was good defense by the offensive quarterback who's playing safety, Jenkins. And it'll bring up a 4th down situation for the Blue Devils.
They had Lanning at the halfback spot. They give it to him on what looks like a sweep, trying to throw the ball deep down the field to Britton, and incomplete. Lanning got hit just as the ball was coming out of his hand, and it caused it to flutter just a little bit. Stevens will be in punt formation. Brian Backer, the last man to get on the field for the Blue Devil kick team, to return Jolly and Engel for Hunters Lane.
Well, Lebanon set to kick. Stevens standing back at about his 9-yard line, and Lebanon will shift in tight now. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Plenty of time for Stevens. Boom and kick out of there. Going to be taken at the 49, back to the 50, comes to the near side. That's Jolly, spins off a man to the 45, still on his feet as he crosses the 44, over the 43, down near the 42-yard line of Lebanon.
Nice snap by Danny Parkerson in there on the punt long snap duties for Lebanon. Terry Stafford, what about the kick and return?
Tommy, the kick by Stevens, good for 29 yards. Jolly returns it 8 yards to the Lebanon 43. That's where Hunters Lane will take over with 8:29 left in the game, and Hunters Lane leading 26-21.
And Jolly shook up a little bit on the play. I think he got his bell rung on that. He goes off. Hunters Lane now at the Lebanon 43, looking at a 1st and 10, and the Blue Devils can't allow another score here. Defense got to come up with a turnover. 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 43. Jenkins sets him down, hands it to that big fullback, and he gets nothing, absolutely nothing in there. As Big Robertson, the center, and Big old number 56 for the Blue Devils. That is Edric Burns. They really jammed it up in there in the middle.
Lebanon's defense, the mission right now, 3 plays and out. They've got to get the football back for the offense to have a shot at winning this game.
2nd down and 10. Absolutely no gain on that play. Nothing. As a matter of fact, they may have lost a half yard. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors at the Blue Devil 43. Again, they're going to pull it out. Quarterback's hit behind the line. He's faked in there to the big fullback and kept it pulled out of there and is dropped behind the line by a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11 now.
Robertson once again with a nice play. Trent Thomas also in there for the Blue Devils. Antoine Ross stays in the game. Chris Britton comes out. Matt Lassiter goes in to help cover. That's a little help in the secondary there, guarding against the pass by HuntersLane.
Well, the middle of that Lebanon defensive line is huge. Hand off to Jolly, sprinting to the far side. Got a hand on him. Jolly going to turn it at the 40. Still on his feet, turns the corner, got the 1st down inside the 35, all the way inside the 30, and is ridden out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And Jolly, with the speed, burned Lebanon that time as they come up with a big 1st down on a 3rd down play. And how many times have they pulled a big play on 3rd down tonight?
They got outside of Jamila Kaysen, the defensive end on the far side, and Lebanon gives up the 1st down run. Terry, what about that run?
It was 3rd and 11. Jolly picks up 16 down to the Lebanon 28.
And it's 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 28. And you can't let them get too close because they've got a good field goal kicker if they don't get it in the end zone. 1st and 10. Jenkins hands it to his big fullback, and he's going to blast down to the 25. May knows the football inside the 25. Going to get about a solid 3, near 4 yards on the pickup as they're going to give him to the 19. 4-yard gain, 2nd down 6.
Running that lead play again, pull the guard, and he kicks the defensive end, and Hamilton cuts right behind that block, plowing ahead for yardage.
HuntersLane leading the Blue Devils now late in the ball game. 6.5 minutes to play. 26-21. Jenkins sets his team down. Lone setback is Hamilton, and he'll give it to Hamilton, and Hamilton running off that left tackle, breaks tackles over the 20, inside the 18, down near the 17, maybe the 16-yard line, and has the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Lebanon 16-yard line.
Big Robertson on the tackle along with Bubba Ligon. Official timeout. They're moving the sticks, and Bubba Ligon is down. He got in that pile with Robertson and Hamilton, and those are 2 pretty good-sized young'uns for Bubba to be caught in the middle. They're going to be examining Bubba, going to be taking a look at that knee. Let's take a 30-second timeout. 6:17 to go in the game. Lebanon trails HuntersLane 26-21. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, Bubba Ligon apparently just stunned a little bit on that knee. He's got to come out for a play, and he's coming off under his own power. He is limping somewhat. Lebanon trails HuntersLane 26-21. 6:17 to go here in the 4th, and apparently just a cramp. That was all that Bubba had because he's jogging off now. HuntersLane looking at a 1st and 10.
From the Lebanon 16-yard line, Blue Devils trying to hump their backs and keep them out of the end zone here and have a shot to win this thing with 6 minutes to play. HuntersLane 1st and 10. Jenkins sets him down. Jenkins rolls to the left. Hit as he crosses the 15, falls inside the 15 to the 14, and they may give him the 13-yard line. Jenkins quick at quarterback, and Marshall getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Blue Devils in there.
Lebanon tackling the quarterback, but after he picks up a couple of yards, he rides the fullback Hamilton in there and then pulls it out, and Jenkins scoots out on the corner to get decent yardage there on 1st down.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Ball at the 14 of the Blue Devils. Jenkins again sets his ball club down. Man in motion. Jenkins gives to Engel on a reverse, inside reverse, and boy, the Blue Devils are all over that. He got a yard, and that's about it.
Ligon on the tackle. Robertson, the middle of that Lebanon defensive front. Now the clock becoming the enemy here. We're at the 5-minute mark to go in the game. 3rd down and about 7 for HuntersLane as they're knocking on the door of the Lebanon goal line.
And they've killed us all night on 3rd and long. 3rd and 7 from the Lebanon 13-yard line. And all night long, the 3rd down has been the big play. They split the speedster. Jolly out to the near side. And the quarterback trying to keep it. Shakes one man, but doesn't shake the next two, and he's dumped back at the 14.
Jamila Kaysen.
Jenkins took a shot, and Jenkins is down.
Jamila Kaysen hit him right square in the back as he faked it inside and tried to come this way on the counter action. Jamila Kaysen chased him down and made the tackle. HuntersLane has the field goal team on the field. Rayford will attempt.
Flat, made some mistakes. We come out in the second half and really
shakes a tackle at the 20, out over the 25, up to the 28-yard line. Is it enough? No, not enough for the 1st down, but the Blue Devils may as well go here. 26-21. They've got
Ligon on the tackle. Robertson, the middle of that Lebanon defensive front. Now the clock becoming the enemy here. We're at the 5-minute mark to go in the game. 3rd down and about 7 for HuntersLane as they're knocking on the door of the Lebanon goal line.
And they've killed us all night on 3rd and long. 3rd and 7 from the Lebanon 13-yard line. And all night long, the 3rd down has been the big play. They split the speedster. Jolly out to the near side. And the quarterback trying to keep it. Shakes one man, but doesn't shake the next two, and he's dumped back at the 14.
Jamila Kaysen.
Jenkins took a shot, and Jenkins is down.
Jamila Kaysen hit him right square in the back as he faked it inside and tried to come this way on the counter action. Jamila Kaysen chased him down and made the tackle. HuntersLane has the field goal team on the field. Rayford will attempt the field goal. The spot is going to be at about the 22-yard line. John, you've got the call.
Again, Rashad Rayford into the game to attempt the field goal. The holder will be Douglas Gregory. The long snap from center is called for. It's back. The kick is down. It looks no good. It isn't good. We got a chance. It's 3:46 to go. We're only down by 5. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design. They appreciate each of their customers and thank you for all the great 4 years that they've been in business. Ron is open Tuesday through Saturday for your convenience. Stop by and let Ron and his friends there serve you in all your hair cutting needs. We'll keep it here. Blue Devils ball, 3:46 to go in this game.
And here come the Blue Devils. They'll take it over at their own 20-yard line. Landing the lone wideout is to the near side. Lassiter, the quarterback, underneath. Lassiter, second man through, going to lose yardage. Back to about the 17 as Lebanon bumped. The quarterback and the wingback bumped in the backfield, and then the defense was there, and it's a loss of 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 13.
Lebanon trying the inside reverse, the off-tackle play to Britton, and once again, a good job by Kevin Cunningham of HuntersLane getting behind the pulling guard and making a play.
4 wideouts now for the Blue Devils. Bubba Ligon, the lone setback. Loose football, and it's still loose, and I think HuntersLane has it.
Bubba got back on that.
Bubba got it somehow. I don't know how. Big 73 was laying all over that ball in there.
It was spinning when it came out. A bad exchange between Robertson and Lassiter. The ball got loose, and somehow Bubba Ligon gets down on it. Now Lebanon looking at a 3rd and 11.
They gained 2 yards out of that.
Wow.
I don't know how he got that back. 3rd and 11. Big play for the Blue Devils. 2:36 on the clock. They trail 26-21. Lassiter back to throw. Looks. Fires out to